for the home team against Kristina Mladenovic for the UAE Royals.
$15 long.
Roger's been warming up backstage. Stan finally found his seat on the bench.
They've always had or needed a sizable bench, haven't they, the Slammers? They've got a deep roster.
They have. It's like one of those extra long beds
that you got yesterday. I'm still so annoyed about that, man. Why would they upgrade you and not me? Must have something to do with our different demeanors.
14.
It's all about your status. Yeah, thanks to the boys at Qatar Airways for looking after us so nicely.
Steady now.
Did you hear the name of our title sponsor there, Jace?
I did.
Okay, good.
I did.
Of course, the players have been flying around in one of their chartered jets.
Yeah, it sounds very luxurious, doesn't it? Is it 40 seats only on the plane, I think? That's what's been taking the players from one location to the next.
We didn't make the cut there.
Oh, definitely
Ranking's
not.
a little low.
Very low.
Hughes, deciding points, receiver's choice.
I mean, how often have we seen a big serve when it really matters?
Played the deciding points very well so far. I think it's obviously one of the reasons why she's had such a successful season, both in terms of her individual performances and the Fed Cup. She's got her full team here. Most of the players using this as a way to put in some really good work to get ready for 2016. They're all in the gym first thing. They're all out in the practice courts in the morning, and then they come and play some competitive tennis a little later on. When they've got rest days and they're not traveling, they're putting in full days of practice. Most of the women have got their hitting partners here, their trainers, their coaches. Many of them are in Dubai as well, enjoying the good sunshine there. Andy Murray, a good example of that, had his full team there and had been there already for at least a week or so. That's why, one of the reasons why he was playing so well last week. She does like that shot. I think this has been problematic for Mladenovic. When she's been 40-love up or 40-15 up in games, she hasn't won enough of them easily. She's allowed opponents to hang around, and it has cost her every now and then. Here's another example. Purov Raja wondering whether they should play the PowerPoint or not. Is he? Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next point is Coca-Cola PowerPoint.
So, you know, if Mladenovic doesn't win this point here, she's been 40-love up in a game, and then all of a sudden she's lost it.
Wow, exactly what you mean. Oh, no way!
Well, she had to hit it, right? So that is hitting it. That's no problem.
Yes.
In the end, it ended up as an underarm serve, which we know illegal.
Of course.
That's Michael Chang.
Yep.
No, you cannot play and then say that the camera was there. No, this is second serve now.
Yeah, I agree with the umpire there. One of the rules, got to hit the toss, and you know there might have been a bit of movement, but you've got to get on with it. Well, it's turned into a nightmare for Mladenovic and the UAE Royals. It looked like it was going to be a comfortable hold, so she would have drawn level at one apiece. Before you know it now, she's 2 love down and she's got an awful lot of baggage to have to contend with too.
And she's brought the mood down on the team, right? It's just...
If she didn't play that, then she won the point. I cannot give two chances.
But why do you... No, but why do you... Not to serve. Not to serve. But now it's we are not... Then don't serve.
No, I understand what she's saying. She's saying if I'd let the ball drop and not hit it, you might have penalised me the point.
Yeah.
So it is a difficult decision for her.
No, she played.
But she got a second serve. The ball was in play. It's gone, Jason. She should have won the point. She should have won at 40 love up. She had 3 chances there to close out this game. And for me, that's what it's more about rather than what happened at the end there.
She's just venting.
Of course she is. She's annoyed that she's lost the game from being 40 love up.
Not for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, that frustration is an accumulation of those kind of games.
15 love.
And now, you know, JLD Yaga, he has to work hard here now. Because they've got off to a great start, and now it's a very different mood on the bench.
That's better.
15 all.
This is a great forehand cross court.
$15.30.
And Pliskova is your worst nightmare in a situation like this, because she's just going to keep making balls to a good length and it's going to drive you crazy.
Yeah, and serve well, make a couple of big serves. She's had a couple of those over the last few weeks. Big points, the one out wide on the ad and that one there on the deuce, the bomb up the middle.
And this is when things can go from bad to worse very quickly for Mladenovic. We've seen it in this competition, we've seen it on tour.
If the receiver wins, it counts as 2.
She struggles pressing the delete button and resetting. I mean, this is another massive point, isn't it? The Coca-Cola power points have been so important so far. I mean, that's a gift.
Game, UAE Royals, Singapore Stars lead 2-1.
It is almost Christmas. It's come early from Mladenovic. 2-1.
And then what am I supposed to do? To let the toss drop and then I lose the point, or what?
No, for sure. But don't worry about it now. We'll fight about it later. Listen, when you have that opportunities, those last games, just a feet on your back and return. Keep moving your feet, because you play the best when your feet's going.
It's a good message from JLD Yaga. Forget about that and just concentrate on what's going to happen from here on in. But I did notice on the captain's cam there that instead of just looking at Kiki when Goran was taking his shirt off, he was concentrating more on Goran than Kiki. What was that all about?
He's still in good shape as Goran. He's been working hard since the beginning of the year.
Yep.
To be ready for IPTL, he was telling us.
La 15.
Ooh, that was close. She had to use the full dimensions of the court there, width and length.
15 all.
I mean, this might have been right at the juncture of the two lines.
Thirty 15. Forty 15.
It's a big service game, and what she's done well there is challenge that frustration into
Channel it.
yes, into a good service game. Make some powerful first serves.
Yeah, Roger Federer was off the bench there. He understood the importance of that game.
Fifteen low.
It's big. That's flattening that one out, but does play well up the lines. Loves going downtown with both the forehand and the backhand, but here's the variation. It's a nice aggressive hit to a safe target.
And she likes it up high, doesn't she? Because she's tall and she can hit down on it.
Keeps good length too, so it's not just the pace of the ground strokes. I always used to admire when I watched the likes of Lindsay Davenport play. It's an aggressive hit. I mean, kept great length, good control over the ball. It's controlled pace. Couple of excellent service games there. Some good quality tennis so far this evening.
3 games to 2.
And it's Pliskova with the lead for the Slammers, 3-2.
Great game. Gets that first hit in hard, but she doesn't have the time. She doesn't defend very well. Come on, hurry up. Everything she does, you do better. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. This game, okay? Come on, this game. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, girl. Here we go. Come on, here we go. Come on. Come on. Good emotion. Come on.
Time.
Mladenovic has done well here to stay in touch with Pliskova.
It's a good return serve with the left court. She'll be disappointed. She's given the point away cheaply.
15 low. 30 love. Four. 30-15.
Lovely combination of shots. Now, 40-15. This is where the problem started for Kiki last time, not closing out the game. And she had a substantial lead. Just long.
Game, UAE Royals.
So this is a good hustle.
3 games on.
Smile is back on the dial. That's always good. Well, a quick look at the female MVP scroller. Check it out there. As far as the women are concerned, Radwanska, we know, was money, as they say in the vernacular. So on the bench, which has been good. So is Karolina Pliskova, for someone who hasn't played too much, is sitting in 4th spot. How can you not like this? Bench getting very animated, and why not?
Low. $30-15.
Here again, pulverizing one of those hard balls.
40-15.
Using the height to good effect.
Game, Singapore Salmons.
This is a good contest. Nothing in it.
Singapore Salmons
just a game.
4-3.
9-8 the Royals lead overall.
First point. You can talk first. On big point, she likes to sub wide on the ad. There you go. Go for it. Big play. Well done. Great play. Well done. There you go. Right shot, right shot.
Time.
shot. That's how to turn defence into attack.
I mean, that was a low bounce. Look at that dig initially. And this wasn't easy. What a ball striker she is. That's her ecstatic. Well done, Mladenovic. Good comeback.
15-all.
Suddenly there's a lot of interest in this point now. It's a bit wild.
15-14.
And it's even worse when you've seen that the person has gone the other way. A nice big target would have been just fine.
Does miss that forehand inside in a fair bit. Break points here. It's a lovely serve. Some deft touch there too.
30-14.
Well, that's a great serve. So deciding point here. Pliskova has choice of sides. She's looking to return from the right court.
Ladies and gentlemen, Singapore Slammers have called for a timeout.
Interesting. Just making Mladenovic really think about it. Nothing wrong with that.
Return right now, come on. Right now, come on. Hold on, come on. Come on. Huh? Here we go. Come on, come on, come on, here we go. Come on, all you, come on.
Any kind of discussion with anybody on the bench there. Finding a time. Good to go.
Time.
I mean, that's why he called the timeout, so you've got to say that's really good use of it. The captain, Pural Vraja. Great captaincy. Works well for the Slammers. We're now up 5-3, and look at the overall score now. 9-all.
$15. $15. $15-30. 15-40.
This is a poor game so far. So an opportunity for Mladenovic and the Royals to hang around. Oh, shame. It was a cheeky little rally. She planned it well.
30-40.
Good little hustle from Pliskova.
Ladies and gentlemen, UAE Royals have called for a timeout.
All you do is keeping aggressive the way you play until you 40 you're up, okay? Yeah. Right. Be aggressive, be positive, believe in yourself. Huh? So good. Here's a great point, man. Hey, you're not allowed to lean on the net, huh?
It's Belinda Bencic on the bench this evening. Not on the team sheet, but ready for action if required. Mladenovic does well there. She's still in the hunt.
UAE Royals. Singapore Slams lead 5-4.
Slammers lead though.
There, kicks. Well done.
5-4 now.
I'm glad. No, I'm so... Hey.
Just see.
Serviramo ono bip. Svima prekine bip, kronomet kad počne swing.
She's talking about the double fault that she served to lose her serve from the previous game. So again, tends to stay in the past a lot with the thought process, doesn't she?
Come, here we go, huh? This is the game.
You know, Captain Geraldi though, he's going to want to focus on what's going to happen in the next game, not what happened in the previous game.
Only thing you can influence is the very next point. The sooner you learn to understand that thought process, the sooner you'll be a better player.
Time.
Serving to stay in the set.
I think she's made it. Nice.
15
That's what you need. The juice is flowing again.
Dirty long.
That's just what she needed.
40 long.
A bit of a boost here, tail end of the set.
Forty, 15. Game, UAE Royals. Five games old. Ladies and gentlemen, a 7-point shootout will be played to decide the set.
It's just a reminder, in a shootout, first to 7, but unlike a tiebreaker, at 6-all if it gets there, it's a sudden death point, so very exciting. It all comes down to the wire.
One all.
You see what I like there was the off-the-ball movement from Mladenovic. She faked to her right. So Pliskova would have seen that out of the corner of her eye, the back corner of her eye.
Don't forget that.
Yes.
It's always nice when you can throw in a bit of Ricky Bobby style.
Got the unforced error in the end.
Two all.
Good tennis. Just enough to draw the arrow. That's always the key with Mladenovic. Needs to do enough with the ball to dictate play, but sometimes doesn't quite know where to draw the line in the sand. Does a little too much and can end up making too many errors. Good balance so far. Oh, just made it.
Seeing the first time of the challenge in the call.
Definitely going to check that one as Pliskova. Awfully tight.
I mean, it was a difficult little volley because it had to be weighted perfectly.
It's a line licker of note
On a huge point too.
4-2.
Come on, here we go.
UAE Royals.
Mladenovic is very close to really pulling a rabbit out of the hat here. This would be a huge win.
Would be, especially after what transpired early on. But again, lessons to be learned from how to respond from a little bit of adversity. That's the thing, it wasn't anything major in the grand scheme of things early on in a set.
So 3 points away from wrapping up the set here, and that would give the Royals a 12-9 lead with Federer to come.
UAE Royals.
Did she play the return there?
I think she just got handcuffed so badly by it. She simply couldn't move her feet and get out the way of it. So looked like a semi-tank, but don't think it was.
clubbing that forehand. And that one, a crucial body blow.
Yeah, when you get Federer out of his chair, clapping aggressively, that's always a nice shot in the arm.
So Mladenovic, 2 points away now. 2 serves to come.
It's the overplaying that we often speak about. There was no need to swing there.
No panic as yet from Pliskova. Oh, what a return. How's that for bringing your best tennis when it's really required?
Well, I've told you this a couple of times. She is a big-time player, man. How often have we seen her deliver on the big points? Once again, it's pure Pliskova magic when it matters.
Set points. She had plenty of courts to head into. Now, what were you saying earlier, Robbie, about the shootout? What happens now at 6 apiece?
Well, everything's on the line right here. And of course, in a deciding situation, the receiver has choice of sides. So it'll be fascinating to see which side she chooses. I wouldn't go with the ad, simply because of how good her serve out wide is Pliskova's. I think she hits it better than the one down the middle on the juice side. So I would go juice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the next point
Her second serve.
wins the set.
Okay, so go juice then.
Deciding point, Kristina's choice.
What was going on saying there?
Oh, sorry.
So deciding to receive juice. Sudden death. What a return. And that was a good call, wasn't it, from the bench, as to where to play the deciding point. That is an excellent set of tennis, given all that happened initially and all the frustration that she felt. Mladenovic beats Pliskova 6-5.
Well done, kicks. Well done, kicks.
Good effort, good mental effort.
Wasn't it just?
Well, it's just turned out to be a fantastic matchup, hasn't it? But awesome atmosphere that's been created by the fans, and it's brought the best out of the players. Their competitive juice is still flowing.